What's going on, y'all? It's your man DJ Scenario, and you officially are locked in. I got a special guest in the building, artist, goes by the name of
PBKE.
PBKE.
Yes,
he's an artist. I say artist, but artist is vast. So what kind of art do you make?
Versatile, honestly. Rap a little, sing a little.
Okay.
Depending on the beat, depending on my mood, I'll give you a R&B record. I'll give you a hip hop record, gospel. It goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Versatile.
Okay,
So,
all right. What got you like into rapping, into singing, into the R&B, the rap, the hip hop? What got you into the culture? Period. What got you into this?
Well, with me, to be honest, I grew up in church.
Okay.
So like I used to sing, dance in church, and
was you like on the singing with everybody up there? Like
like have my solos.
Yeah.
With the competitions, just like
was they like jealous in the church? Like, you want to get the solo every time?
Yeah, I mean, not even want to get the solo, but they had to give it to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I know how to dance as well too, so like they had to. But I grew up in church, and for a long period of time, I'm only 22.
Yeah,
but for a little period of my life, like I just stepped back from it, and as of like 2 years ago, since I started doing music, I just realized, like, you know what, I still got it in me, and like, yeah.
Okay, so
it's more mature now.
Let's get back to the beginning of this, right? You say your name was
PBKE.
Is that an acronym for something?
Yes. The ones that know, when I was young in like middle school, early high school days, I just call myself King Eli, so KE.
Okay.
And like everyone in school, like sometimes the teachers would like call me like King Eli. It was just it was whatever. And as I got older and like late high school, college days,
you added the
PB.
And
So
what's the PB
like,
though?
Playboy.
Oh, Playboy King
So,
Eli.
Yeah.
All right, so for the people, Playboy King Eli, PBKE, right? All right.
Yeah.
So you say you grew up in the church. So how much of the church influenced the music you make now?
It has. I don't want to drag it, but a lot of control of it. Like I really believe in God. So
Yeah.
Without Him, like the first song on my EP is called "Lord I." It's a gospel song, and like this is how the whole GOS everything came about. Cause like I said, I was lost for a long time, and I feel like He really brought me.
What do you
to
mean
music.
lost? What's lost? Like, my people don't know. Like, my people don't know you. So tell. I need you to tell me. Like, what do you mean by lost? Like,
when I
as
mean
an
by
artist.
lost, I feel like fresh out of high school, you obviously want to go to college, and I did, and living that college life of just partying and just really distracted. And didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I knew I was a fashion guy. I knew like I looked good, but what else? So
is this like something you tell yourself, or is this like people like, yo, you look good, or this and this and that?
Not yet. Where it's like it's been. I'm not gonna lie. It's been away for a little minute. Where like fashion. I love fashion. I love to just. I'm not saying like I like stubborn to the point where like I need the confidence or I need like Nah, but I respect it.
Okay, I get it. And so, what was some of your like music influences growing up?
My brother,
Prada
Dot, a little bit of like Amarion, Chris Brown, Beyonce a little bit as far as just production, and it goes on as far as the greats. I feel like the ones that just really stand out.
Okay.
Honestly.
So do you feel like at any moment, like when you said you were lost, like what was that specific moment that made you say, I'm a pursue music?
Quick story time. Honestly, like I said, it was random, but I was in the car with my brother and I was playing beats, and normally I play beats for him, but it was just one time I was just like, hold on, let me write something. So I pulled out my notes and I just actually started writing a little 1-2-1-2 to it. And
in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that same day or the next day.
Did like your brother big you up? Who you was with?
My brother.
Did your brother like big you up? Like, yo, that shit is fire.
Yeah. Word. And we went to the studio. It's out on platforms, Two Trap. And that was my first ever song. So like, I was like, once I did that and I got the feedback, I was like, okay, hold on, I think I can actually do this.
So is this a project or EP or album, like this single that you have out now?
GOS. It's the movement.
Okay.
Not only it's the single, it's the, like you said, EP, but also the merch as well too.
GOS.
grinding over stressing.
Okay.
I feel like,
I like that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're all doing it. So it's not like, you know, copying over the next person. We're all doing it. So yeah, as far as right now, it's just a single that I'm pushing. It's just that summer vibe, you know, it's just that feel good. You get up in the morning, want to clean the house, you know, just want to be productive. GOS, the EP.
And that's what it's called. The EP is called GOS. So does anything outside of your life like influence the music that's on this project, this EP?
Yeah. Like I said, like we're all doing it. We're all going through not the same shit, but like you know, same stuff as far as like family issues, you know, work issues, like you know, just day-to-day personal life stuff. Just grinding, you know.
How much of you? I always ask our artists, how much of you and your life is put into, you know, the music that's in this project?
It's a good, I want to say 75% like just me just in a sense venting, but also 25 of just like keeping the vibe up. Like I said, the first song on my EP is a gospel song. I got a little bit of R&B in there. I have a song out called Toxic that I just put out as well. Just for now.
Toxic, that's something you just put out, you said? What? Like Toxic could mean so much though. All right, so tell me about Toxic.
To really sum it up real quick,
are you a toxic person? Do you?
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
do you accept that? Like, I'm toxic in this way, though. In what way are you toxic?
I get what's mine. It's like I have the games. I have the game. So it's either my way or no way. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. And
do you carry that into your relationships? Like, it's your way, or you get to basically keep it stepping? Keep it pushing?
No, I'm fair.
Okay.
I'm fair.
All right. So you hear him. He's fair.
I'm fair. You know what I'm saying? 50-50 type thing, you know?
Yeah. What was like growing up, right? You know, you had a church, you know, you had music. What was like, or artist, who was the artist or album or, you know, song that you connected with that was like the most, you know, growing up, or that you can remember? Like, this is that made you love music.
It's so funny because my mom, she always told me like back then everybody used to like say that she like looked like Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
And I vividly
does she look like Mary J. Blige, or they was like capping?
No, you know, my mom got like, you know, I feel like back then, I guess you could say that, but you know, like I was, you know, you could tell the difference. You know? But back then, was it Mary J. Blige? Just Fine.
Okay.
Like that song, like I used to like, I do remember like seeing my mom like dancing to it, and like me just being up with her dancing to it, and like, you know, singing along to it. That's when I was younger though, but like that's when like I really was like, okay, hold on, like this is.
Do you feel as a younger artist, right? You said, you know, and that's a great song, you know, to connect with, you know. It's an older song, right? So I say that to say, do you feel as a younger artist that you have to pay homage to, you know, the older artists that are still out, still doing their thing?
I feel like any real artist is going to do that, regardless if it's on purpose or not. The greats that, like, if you really look up to them, like, you're gonna, in a sense, call back to what they help you with, not help you with, but how, like, help build you. So yeah, I feel like ain't nothing wrong with it, unless you like, as long as you're not like really complete copying. Like, I know sometimes people don't like samples. Like, for example. GOS, I sampled a little.
I was gonna ask that on your project. That was gonna lead me to my next question. On your project, since I asked to paying homage to, you know, the artists that came before you or the older artists, is there anything on your project now that is a callback to, you know, the artists that came out before?
Yeah. Actually, GOS, the single that's out now. If you listen to it and listen to Brandy's Best Friends, it's a little callback to there, where it's like, there's a part of the song is like,
okay.
Like, so if you, from the
if you should know that I got your back, it's automatic, right? That's that song right there. Okay, perfect. I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna remember it, but I know it's that song.
Brandy, Best Friends.
Okay,
and,
okay.
And GOS, the single, like I flipped that. So I was like, who do he think he is? I don't think shit. But I know I can't say it. So like, in a sense, like, that's what I mean as far as like paying homage, and like I remember, you know, saying vibe to that. So, and like I remember like actually me and bro was in the car, and like we was actually listening to that, and like as I like to really get my songs out and like really write them down. So like in a sense of how they come together. Obviously,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like every artist do that, whatever. But we listened to that, and I felt like that was a perfect piece that was like missing. I was like, hold on, like that, that's vibey. I can like really do something with that. So yeah,
Was that record like, yo, we got to do this? Like when you first heard it, we got to do this. I got something for it. Did it just come like supernatural? It was like, yo, did you sit with the beat? Like, what was that kind of reaction for that record? You know, since it's the single that's out right now, and we're pushing this.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. This record, like I said, GOS. We're all doing it, and I feel like this was a record where like not only it's today and it's now, but I feel like it's gonna be like a forever where it's like we're all doing it.
Yeah,
and I feel like if you're not doing it, if you're gonna act like you're not, and it's an up tempo record as well too. So it's like it's a feel good kind of record, not like a you gotta sit down and really listen to the lyrics and like digest it. You know, no, it's like get up, get productive.
Let's get it. Okay,
you know what I mean?
Is there any piece of advice, right, that you know, any mentor, anybody you look up to, you know, you say you was in the car with your brother and you was like getting to the music. Is there any piece of advice that anybody have given you that like to this day like has stuck with you and you know, you incorporate that into your life, into your music?
Yes. I feel like it's in a sense verses of saying something to me, like I've always been the type of person to see how things went for others and like really just take upon that and like really just learn and then move on in a sense of, not say as if like I went through it, but in a sense of understanding, you know? And I feel like my family, obviously the media, but also like just the family as a whole, like really played a big part in my life as far as just how I just go about, even in the music, but you know, just personally, just how I go about life.
So you say you grew up in the church, right? You say you grew up in the church. What's your background? Like, what's your nationality? What's your background? Like,
black, a little bit of Cuban,
okay,
you know, a little Chinese, like, you know.
Does that influence the music you make? The being Chinese, you said?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wait.
In the family. Who
jumped over the fence? Who went this way? Who went that way? How you get Chinese and Cuban and like?
My mom told me that that's why I said a little bit, because like my mom told me that her father was Cuban.
So her father was outside. Your grandfather was outside.
I mean, but when I was born, he passed. When I was born, he was already gone. So like,
okay.
I don't know.
So let me just say that he was outside a little bit, because to get Chinese, is he Cuban? The Cuban one?
No, that's my dad's side.
Okay. All right. So somebody went somewhere. All right, just know that.
They were just, you know.
Yeah. Somebody was outside.
They was outside.
Somebody was outside. Does that influence the music you make? Like, you know, trying to pull from?
Not yet, but it's definitely going to, because like I have been learning a little something. Like I do want to like put that into the whole Versatile King situation.
Okay,
where, like, I can really dabble in, get like a whole different, you know, fan base and everything.
With the music that's out now, right? How do you stay true to what you make and not try to like, you know, veer off into, you know, what's out now, and how does that work for you? You know, trying to stay completely true to who you are and the element of what makes your music great and what you think, you know, people need to hear. Because there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of music going on. So it's like, do I make this music so I could follow this direction, or do I just?
I feel like I already, in a sense, figured out by like, cause I already have an EP called Note to Self out already.
Okay.
And with that EP, I dabbled in like Afrobeat, R&B. Like I did like almost every other genre besides the gospel, which is like with the GOS project.
Okay.
And in a sense, went based off of other reaction, but you know, see what my crowd liked the most out of those like kind of records, but also kept like listening to myself. Like I said, it's Note to Self. So in a sense, kept listening over to see like, okay, let me see if I can go in this lane a little bit more, or maybe I should just stay away from this kind of, you know, direction.
Yeah. But, is this project like a full circle moment project for you?
Because
you grew up in the church. Again, I'm gonna bring that up because you said with like this GOS project, it gears more towards, you know, that type of, you know, gospel aspect of your life. So is this like a full circle? You know, I asked that question. You know, is this that album for you? You know, because artists do have an album that just brings them back. Like, okay, now everything's connected for me.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and which is why I have the gospel record as the first record, and the record like is gonna explain itself. Yeah, like if it just this right here just feels so natural.
Yeah,
and I just feel like someone or like a good group is gonna really catch to it and it's gonna be like, okay, like one, he's talking, but
Yeah.
I can relate because we're all GOSing. Like I feel like with this EP, is different lanes where it's like relationship, family,
Yeah.
within self, work.
Are people gravitating? Are people like really like loving the music that's coming from this?
Yeah, this is another reason why like I'm really excited now too, because I so far dropped 3 songs from this project. Now to myself, I'm not doing no more. Like I feel like Toxic was the last one, and like I'm sticking to that. But these records is like it's like just I'm sorry, it's like really just showcasing like versatility, but really just sticking true to myself. Toxic is more of a slow record. GOS is a more up tempo, and the first one I dropped was called Put It Down. That's like really in the middle, and I feel like it's that early 2000, late 90s, early 2000s kind of vibe feel, but for like a 2025.
Good years right there, man.
No, honestly, no, for real, and it's a good blend of it because not because, but due to the fact that it has that blend, I feel like not the older heads, but the people in that generation and also today not artists but listeners are gonna grasp it and really vibe out and really GOS.
Have you had that moment where people recognize you yet?
I'm not gonna lie.
Or like, yo, I heard that.
I mean, like, people that haven't seen in a little minute, like probably that's I've seen like in high school or whatever. Yeah, they do like when they run into me, they.
He's like high school. High school was like 2 years ago, bro.
No, I mean no, well, not
for
even,
you.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've been in high school like 4 years, 5 years. So like,
oh my bad.
No, yeah, it's cool. No, I get it though, but like. Just the randoms that like I even in high school like I haven't even talked to, like I barely talk to, like when they see me it's like, oh, it's cool, but as far as just a real random
are you doing shows? Are you like doing shows? So you have any shows coming up? Oh, we're gonna put that together. We're gonna put that play together.
We're gonna put two and two together.
Okay, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you do your shows, and I promise you, the next time me and you speak, you're gonna be like, yo, I did a couple shows. They know me on this circuit out here scenario. I'm outside.
I don't have a show yet coming up yet, but I just released like low key just came off like a little tour where like it was like a 3-day situation. In Brooklyn, so I definitely have ran into other people and like in that sense, but like just as far as some random person come to me like PBKE, no, I haven't in that sense. But networking and like seeing familiar faces, it's like, oh hey, like networking.
Are you from New York?
Yeah.
What part of New York, bro?
Borderline. I was born and like raised in the Bronx, but then I moved to Long Island. So now it's like it's a balance.
You Suffolk or Nassau?
Suffolk.
Oh, okay. So you deep in Long Island.
Yeah.
What town in Long Island? You can say it.
They sure.
Oh, shout out to B. I grew up in Central Islip. It's right there. So it's cool. I went to high school in Central Islip and all that.
Yeah, my cousin went to
South to Long Island.
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah, Bayshore. I used to sneak in the cafeteria. I'm telling you. I'm dead ass.
Oh, that's dope.
I used to sneak in the cafeteria, have lunch, and then leave, go back to my school. NCI. All right. So I've been outside. Brentwood, CI, Bayshore. I'm there. I was out there. That's so dope. I get it. All right.
That's dope.
So shout out, you know what I mean? Shout out to the whole Long Island. Have you, you still a new artist?
Yes.
What's the biggest challenges you feel like you've been facing or had to face?
Like I said, like I grew, like I feel like I'm an OSO, so like I'm like used to being in person and actually performing and networking in person in a sense, I guess you said. But like the biggest thing I'm trying to really fix and work on is the whole social media situation.
Yeah.
Really just like I know I look good. I know I could put that shit, put that on, whatever, as far as fashion, but really grabs my crowd and really understanding what really works for me. Music is not just music. Like you can't just sell music, and like how it used to be back then, just hand out CDs. Like even though I wasn't really so present for that era, I used to watch videos and see it, and like it worked. These greats that we look up now, like they was really grinding in person, and I feel like as far as performing as well, that like as far as performing as well too. So I feel like I got that part, but nowadays it's social media. Like everyone has to have a certain following and a certain look.
Did you feel like the social media is really shaping people's identity? Like who is PBK? You know what I mean, KE. Like if people had to guess, like or say this person, he is this to me. What would you say you want people to know you for?
He's different, and I know like a lot of people going like you probably heard that before. I see a sense of like how different, but in the lyrics you can hear it like he stayed true to himself, regardless of what beat or what what challenges he's doing or whatever.
Yeah.
I just stay true to myself, and like it's authentic, and I feel like it's what we're missing. Like especially with this EP, GOS, I feel like our artists don't have like 2 verses or a bridge or like a real outro and stuff like that. I feel like that's what's missing. And
you took your time with this.
Yeah, it's harmonizing and layering, and as far as just making it wholesome. I feel like, you know, nowadays everybody just want to just talk, not talk, but like just one straight format of a song versus actually giving a hook, a chorus, and an actual good verse, 2 verses.
Yeah,
I don't have a 3 verse.
Good, don't, because people tune out. Don't do that, because people really tune out.
Right, especially not a feature. So
keep it to the point. I feel like when you start, like back in the day, it made sense, but today, I feel like nowadays, and when you start making songs too long, I feel like that song, you didn't get your message through, so you had to make it that long. Like you couldn't get your point across in a short amount of time, that you had to make the song long. So I think people tune out, especially we live in where songs are 2 minutes now. Like, you know, if you can't get what you need to say in 2 minutes, I don't understand. Like, why do I have to listen to a 7-minute song just to understand at the end finally what you're talking about? You get what I'm trying to say? Make your music however you want to make your music. I'm just letting you know, people, their capacity to stay tuned in is not what it used to be. You know what I mean? It's really gone. So what's your message to, you know, anybody that's tapped in, that you want to, you know, tune in with your music? What's the message you want to give, that, you know, hey, this is me, this is my message, this is what I want you to tune into? Like, tell the people, you know, all about.
My message is honestly it's okay to really be different, regardless of the trend or what's popular or what's now or what was now, whatever. It's really okay to be different. And like GOS, I know it's so like cliche, but it's like we all doing it. Like we grind over stress. Like, yes, sometimes it might not even be like just listen to the music, whatever, like at work, like I said, family, personal life, like whatever it is, like you gotta understand that GOS is what's gonna take you. GOS and GOD. Okay? That those 2 things are really gonna take you up and really.
That's the message right there.
Like keep you sane and keep you at peace.
So the new project is called
GOS, Grinding Over Stress.
And the new single is called
GOS.
GOS, Grinding Over Stress. Yo, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you. No, I appreciate you bringing me here. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for you officially locked in with DJ Scenario. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like the man when I walked through. GOS.
Yo, thank you for coming through. You officially locked in. PBKE. All right.
Yes, sir.
For people that don't know what that means,
Playboy King Eli.
GOS out right now, all streaming platforms.
All platforms.
YouTube, GOS the single.
Spotify, all that. Yes.
Keep God in your life.
Facts.
All right.
Amen.
Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.